time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to plank. Hey!
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Hour Live, Tuesday, February 17th. The S&P is only up 16. I don't know what the big deal is. Feels like it's up 160. NASDAQ just went red. It's down 3 points. Russell is up 3 points, and the Dow is up 90. Roller coaster still kind of going. Gold is down 3%. Silver's down 6%. Notes and bonds mixed. 10-year yield just tiny red. Oil's down 1%. Natural gas is down 6%. Soybeans finished green. Wheat and corn finished down a little over 1%. Euro and the pound are a little bit red, and Bitcoin's down a little over 1.5%. VIX contracting down 5.5%, right at 20 as we speak. 20.01 to be exact. As far as my trades today, believe it or not, my BICs are pretty much break even. TAT showing down 1,000, but after selling some longs, I'm actually green by about $50 right now. I have had a few double stops. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 double stops, but I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4 tranches that have not been stopped. Day trading, had a good day. Day trading, went 3 for 3 on those. Tesla was a $1,200 winner. QQQ was basically a scratch, small winner. And Amazon was $1,100, so plus $2,400 on those. 1 DTE. I transformed this one, my first one. It's got a minimum profit of $280 if we expire above 69.10 or 69.05. Max profit would be $12.80. I also entered a second 1 DTE after the bounce, after we kind of calmed down a bit. And this one is pretty close to break even, I think. Yeah, tiny green. If we keep coming down a little bit, I may just hold this one overnight. Because that would give, I mean, if we come down to like, call it 69.30, I mean, even a 50-point move to the upside overnight, I would just be down a few hundred. 50-point down move, I'd be maybe down a little bit. We've got if you look at the expected move between now and tomorrow's close, it's 55. So that would be well within the range. I took one Elmo, and I stopped myself out of it a little bit early. It's when this push started happening, so that was a good early stop out on my part because it would have gotten worse. And what else? Oh, my 6-7 put calendar from Friday. I closed 8 contracts on Friday. I closed another 3 today, and I've still got 3 open, and those are up about 35%. And I posted in the calendar chat channel. If we stay below 60 and above 20 into the close, 68.60 and 68.20, I'm going to hold those remaining 3 until tomorrow. Because kind of what I just mentioned on the 1 DTE, you know, if I'm inside this buffer, the P&L swings are pretty flat, and it would take a pretty big gap up or down to really do anything to this one. So going to try to squeeze a little more out of that. And that's it for me today. You guys do okay? Watson, did you end up finding any day trades? All you had to do is buy something. It's so easy. Actually, 2 of mine were short. Yeah, Calvin, I already mentioned Elmo's. I just did the one. Stopped myself out early on that push. As far as my day trades go, my first one was in Tesla. Tezzy was acting weak right out of the gate, had some pretty solid relative weakness compared to a lot of things. It did have that little bounce, the second 5-minute bar, but it reversed right back down below previous day low. So when we bounced up and rejected off that pre-market low, that's where I got short, caught a nice move all the way down to here. I had one lot left when this kind of bigger bounce happened, and I cut it kind of mid-bar. So that was a nice one. My QQQ is the other short. Kind of similar. It was below previous day low. I got short when it kind of reacted off of the pre-market lows. Hit my first profit target, just that little move right there, and then cut the rest on that big bounce. So it was kind of a scratch trade. And then Amazon was a long. Amazon had initial weakness, but really started bouncing before anything else. It was showing some really good relative strength compared to the market. When the market was still going down, Amazon was bouncing, and it had flushed a couple of kind of key levels off the daily chart. It just looked like a stop hunt. And so it kind of started chopping around unchanged here. And then when it dipped below and popped back up, that's where I got long, took calls, and rode that up to, I don't remember where I got out, but somewhere above highs of day. Oh, actually, I did take some off here, and then it started to chop around somewhere around previous day highs, kind of where I ended up bailing. Watson had a winner in Reddit, loser in Rivian. S&P, NASDAQ still dipping. IWM back to unchanged. QQQ a little bit in the red. Bitcoin also dipping. Biggest movers on my watch list, Klarna. It's up 6.5%. Chipotle is up 4%. OKLO up 3.5%. Apple's up 3%. Apple's been really strong all day from the very start. It's kind of dipping as well. AVGO is another one that's been strong. Yeah, pushed above yesterday's high, kind of drifting lower with everything else. On the red side, Rivian down 6.5%. SNDK is down 4.5%. Expedia down 5%. Oracle down 4%. Walmart has earnings this week. It's down about 3.5%. Let's see what else has earnings. Nothing after the bell today. Oh, Palo Alto Networks. That used to be tradable. PANW, I'll check that. Garmin, Kansas City-based company. Not very tradable. Wednesday after the close, Carvana, DoorDash, Fig, eBay. Before the open Thursday, Walmart, John Deere, Lemonade, Klarna. After the close Thursday, Open Door. And that's about it. Kind of slim pickings. Yeah, I haven't traded Palo Alto Networks in a while. Let's see what the options look like. Did they just do a split or something? What's up with these duplicated earnings cycles? $0.30 wide at the money. Yeah, not bad. Good volume. Does anybody know? Did they just do a split? Hit a high of $223 back in October. Currently trading at 162. Yeah, and that's weird. These other 3-day options at the money is like $400. So yeah, there must have been a split that happened sometime recently. Or something. All right, well, let's do a bullish fly. Expected move about 13. Well, you feeling bullish on PNW? No? All right. You guys are perma bears? All right. That's fine. Probably even out the same over time. I'm a bull. I'm a bull now. I used to be a bear. I'm a bull. I transitioned to a bull. All right, let's see if I can get filled at $1.81. Oh, filled at $1.79. I thought I was far away. Okay. It really wanted me in. It's not a good sign. I hate when I get filled right away. I'm like, oh, could have got a better price. As always, earnings trades are just for fun, small size, not part of my core strategy. Do I need to repeat that every time? I think I do. Oh, I forgot I wasn't going to post them in the trade channel anymore. Oh well. All right. Still a little bit of a drift lower. Well, let's hope it's early retirement, Watson. If this butterfly hits, Watson retires early, ladies and gentlemen. That's how the game is played. Full port, Sink or swim. Not think or swim. Sink or swim. Well, my calendar is back to center, so that's good. I'll probably hold that. Well, I will hold that if we kind of hold up here. And then my 1 DTE. 1 DTE number 2. It's back in the green. Might hold that overnight as well.
Order filled.
Just got hit on one of my put sides of my Bix on that little drop. Little dip down to 68.40. VIX creeping back up towards yesterday's lows. S&P is still green. Is it going to be one of those wild and crazy unchanged days? Roller coaster back to unch. I have to imagine the old Mahomes flies are super cheap with all this movement. Yeah. 40 butterfly is at 80 cents maybe. It's going to be a late Mahomes fill, if at all. Everybody have a good, long, refreshing 3-day weekend. Nice, Watson. Let's see your risk profile graph. You and Madam Butterfly and your crazy transformations. I just like to see them. Not really a prediction, Tony. I'm just looking at the price. You know, the mid price right now is kind of bouncing around between 80, 85, 70, 90. So I let it bounce around for a minute and just kind of pick the one in the middle, basically, just to get an idea of kind of where it's trading. Trader boy hanging out with the kiddos. Nothing wrong with that. Well, a TED Talk about options to non-traders? Where was this? That's awesome. I'm not going to say it was a TED-like talk. I'm saying I'm going to go with it was a TED Talk. An Elmo talk. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, what Joey mentioned, Watson. I always just take my filled orders in TOS. Right-click on your filled orders, go to your monitor tab, and go to your filled orders. And then right-click it and take that over to the Analyze tab. And then when you just click on those filled orders, it'll give you your real risk graph. Yeah, well, all of the orders that you use to make up that specific trade. Like, for example, on my 1 DTE transformer, this is only 2 orders, but I grabbed my fill orders. So this, the red one, that was my entry. And then when I got filled on the transformer order, I analyzed, I right-clicked and brought that in. And so then if I just click on them, it'll give me the correct transformer. If I were just to go to the actual strikes, that would be, what were they? I've got my other 1 DTE in here. So 95, 20, 50, 20. See, if I just, these are the actual strikes that are left, it doesn't show an accurate P&L of what I've actually got. But if you do the filled orders, it will. Yeah, that's why I have so many theoretical positions here in my Analyze tab. You can see me scrolling through because these are all transformers, basically. So that's how you got to do it to make sure you are able to track the accurate P&L. I got about 12 minutes till MOC. Yeah, I don't know if I would. Well, yeah, I guess I'm talking. I'm not sure if you trust that or not, but I'm saying if you want an accurate visual of your P&L graph, that's the easiest way to do it. So, Brandon, you export them to like a CSV file? Because you can also save them here. You could do the same thing that I just mentioned, right-click on your filled orders, and then you could save them here. And then if you want to go back in and reanalyze them or look at them, you can right-click and shift them back to the Analyze tab. Well, SPX has dropped from about 67 down to 39. Just a slow grind. So my 1 DTE, my second one, is getting pretty centered, so we'll see. I'll wait till the end here. I may, if it's kind of in this vicinity, I'm just going to hold it overnight. Got a big range to work with. And we don't have, the other factor when I do something like that is we don't have any news really. Scheduled anyway. Tomorrow is the 18th. We've got FOMC minutes in the afternoon, but the only thing pre-market as far as scheduled data is durable goods, which is not red folder. It's classified as orange folder on the calendar. No big earnings. So barring some type of surprise, should be in good shape. Tony, did you have a good day? Day trading? You got on Amazon and Tesla with me? The two best ones. Good. Oh, yeah, PLTR. I knew you said you got on Amazon. All right, getting a little bounce here. S&P trying to stay green. What do you guys need on your Wooga? You need like above like 55, I'd say. Above 45? Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. S&P can do that in a minute. Oh, Tony needs 60. Yeah, that's a little more. IWM trying to stay green, just chopping around unchanged. Q's trying to get back in the green. SPX back to 47. $49. Bouncing. Getting a little bouncy. Got about 5 minutes till MOC. Haven't even looked at financial juice today. Anything happening on the juice feed? I don't see any red. I don't see any red line news. Is Trump talking right now? Looks like there's some posts coming in. What? Trump doesn't like to talk? What do you mean? All right, bounce kind of pausing here. Be back in 1 minute. Bounce coming back down. $45 butterfly looks like it's still trading for around $1. Maybe more. $1.20 maybe. Just hunting everybody's stops, Tony. Flushing the bulls, flushing the bears. Now it's going to make its direction. The only real news we have is on Friday, that core PCE, Friday AM pre-market. Unemployment claims pre-market Thursday, but that's kind of meh. FOMC minutes Wednesday afternoon, but that's usually kind of meh.
1 minute to go now with the market and close imbalance data.
Tony, I'm on 2 strikes max, but it's not even trading close, so there's no reason to have working orders. I usually just, when it's trading close to a strike and it's getting close to $2, then I would have an order working on that one. If it's between strikes, I might have 2 orders. But there's no reason to have all those orders. You're just going to have to cancel them.
Ten seconds. Market on close imbalance. S&P 500 buy side 1 billion, Nasdaq 100 buy side 691 million, Dow 30 buy side 453 million, and Mag 7 buy side 513 million.
1 billion buy side.
Voice news disconnected.
See, so Tony, I just kind of have this open order. Right now I'm on the 45s. The SPX is right around 45. It's only trading for $1.20-ish. So I haven't even entered an order yet. I'm just kind of watching it. Then if it creeps down to 40, then I'll start looking at the price of a 40 fly. And then really once, I don't really do anything as far as putting an order in until it's at least over $1.70. Obviously, if I'm trying to scalp, get one in before MOC, then I'll just work that order to get filled and whatever I can. But these are just too cheap to scalp, in my opinion. So now I'm waiting for $2, and it's just not even close. So no reason to put anything in at this point. All right, getting closer to 40 now, so I'll check out the 40 fly. Looks like the 40 might be close to $1.50 if it was trading right at the strike. Or the other thing I'll do sometimes, Tony, is you can, like if you wanted to save the call side, let's say you wanted to do the 45, you could right click and save it. Then it goes into these saved orders. That way you don't have to reset it up every time. And then you could do the same thing with the 40. Like I would do the 45 on the calls, the 40 on the put, just to use different ones. Save that one, then you have them both saved. Then you can just wait for where price is getting close to. I wish you could unlock them in the saved view, but you can't. So it's getting closer to 45, so I'd right click and create duplicate order. Then I've got it up here. Unlock it, and then you can kind of, it's starting to get closer to $1.70. We've got about 6 minutes. All right, it's starting to get a little closer now. So it's kind of trading between strikes, just dropped down to 40. Oh, shoot. My one DTE just closed. I forgot I had a timed exit on that because I'm not holding it. So now it's kind of between, so I could do the puts at $2 on the 40 fly. Filled. Filled with 4 minutes to go. All right, 3 minutes. SPX right at 40. Need to move away from 40. I really can't believe I'm going to have a green day with BIX. With this, looking at this price action, if I would have looked at this and predicted what my P&L would be on my BIX, I would have said minus 4,000. But with the premiums as juiced as they were, that definitely helped. All right, SPX. No reason to hold back now. You've been jumping around all day. All we need is 5 points away from 40. That's it. It's not too much to ask. I've asked for a lot more in the past. This is not really a big ask. Just hugging that 40. Hugging the 40. If we close just in the red for the day, that would work. Or we're going to need a little bounce. $39, $38. $37 would be a break even. 30 seconds. $39. Back to 40. 41, 42, got 10 seconds, need above 43, there's 43, 44, 45.
Order cancelled.
Woo! Oh!
Order
and a
cancelled.
markdown. It hit 46 and then marked
Order
down to
cancelled.
43.27.
Order cancelled.
Tease. All right, basically a scratch, small winner. Thought we were going to hit max profit to the upside there for a second. All right, all. That's a wrap for today. BIX green. Mahomes a little bit green. Day trades green. 1 DTE green. 6-7 put calendar green. The only loser today was Mr. Elmo. My one stopped Elmo. All right, all. Have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow. Day trading live at the open. Power hour. Regular scheduled time. Cheers. Have a good night.